What up, tubers? Welcome back to another draft here on Arena. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all your Magic card needs. This is going to be another one of those early pre-recorded events while I'm away at MagicCon Vegas. So I know Cube is active when this video goes live, but you will still get Cube videos later. Don't you worry about that. Anyways, this is regular Duskmourn draft. As I push toward 100 drafts of the format, I've been having a lot of success doing one thing, and that is forcing white-blue lately. I'm rank 3 currently. Let's see if we can keep upping that rank and reclaim number 1. So I think Optimistic Scavenger might just be the best card in this pack anyway, so that's convenient for the blue-white force. Stick Twister, the second best card. Thresher, also quite good. All right, let's hope we get past like a Gremlin Tamer or something. Okay, no Gremlin Tamer, but there is an Unable to Scream in white-blue versus Seized from Slumber. Shroud Stomper, also fantastic, of course, but again, I am lately anyways forcing blue-white to very good success. The card we would want to wheel the most, I think, is the Glimmerlight here. But I would expect, I guess, the Friendly Ghost to be maybe the most likely card, which we might play. Okay, Fear of Isolation is absolutely fantastic. Meat Locker, Slumber, both good as well. Yeah. Isolation, just too much synergy and just a good card on its own. And Inquisitive Glimmer now. Not as good as the Gremlin Tamer, of course, but still quite solid for a 2-drop. Another Meat Locker, though. I don't love passing all of these lockers, because you definitely want to get at least one in these decks if you can, but let's take one of the Signpost blue-white cards and move on with it. Trapped in the Screen over Plaything. I think generally Trapped in the Screen is is better than Plaything in blue-white, though I would certainly play this. But yeah, Screen probably a little bit too good. This is, and maybe this is a little bit lucky. While I've been forcing blue-white lately, it also has felt like it's just kind of fallen into my lap as well. So even if I'm quote-unquote forcing it, I'm still getting the good passes. So it's like the double overlap, right? Fear of Surveillance versus Get Out. I think both of these are solid. I think I'd rather prefer just to have the 2-drop creature here, and there's a Glimmer Burst versus a Glimmer Light. I think I'm going to take the first Glimmer Burst over the first Glimmer Light. Mainly because I passed both those Meat Lockers already, so it's also pretty good as a combat trick when you have Scavenger, right? Instant speed makes an enchantment. You can pump with the Scavenger, and there's another one, 8th pick. Good. Okay, this is incredible start. 2 good removal spells in Screen and Scream. 4 solid creatures. 2 Glimmer Bursts. Yeah, this is right where we want to be. I don't think there was anything of note that could wheel out of our opening pack, right? Maybe there's another random Fear of Surveillance or something. Mm-hmm. Okay, our wheel pack came, and actually we didn't wheel some irrelevant cards. 2 lands, good for splashing if we wanted to, though I don't really want to when I'm forcing. Escort, Domination, both okay. I think I would most likely play the Escort in this build. I'm really down on Domination. But I guess it's probably the correct pick over the Escort. Oh, we did wheel the Seized from Slumber. Okay, well, I thought only the Friendly Ghost was going to come back, but that was certainly a gift. Another land for potential splashing. Okay, we did wheel a Fear of Surveillance too. Yeah, this is Fantastic first pack. Oh my lord, what an open for pack 2. Geez, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards I'd be very happy with. And I mean, I have to go with the Overlord here, I think. But honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Overlord actually has like a lower overall win rate than Sheltered and Hovership. I'm still going to take the Overlord, as it's going to win on its own, of course, if it's not dealt with. But man, I guess we could wheel the Glimmerlight if we're lucky. But we didn't wheel any of the Meat Lockers or the Glimmerlights in pack 1, so here's to hoping. A second Fear of Isolation versus, again, a first Meat Locker. I still think you go with the Fear of Isolation. This card is just so incredibly good. Now, I haven't really picked up the cards that have good synergy with the Fear, right? I haven't taken any rooms. I've passed a bunch of Meat Lockers now. I think this is the 4th one we've seen. Have passed a bunch of Glimmerlights, so a little bit awkward, but it's much more important to take the Fears because you're much more likely to see the cards you want to be picking up with them, right? Yeah, this deck is gross. I mean, even picking up Unable to Scream is pretty good. I'm going to go with the land here over the Crab. Pretty low on Crab these days, though it is a viable win con, of course. Abandoned Campground. Splash Victor's not crazy, if I wanted to consider that, although I think I'd rather just take the Twins here. Twins always seems to perform well, regardless of what kind of deck you're playing. It's not the worst card to have synergy with Fear of Isolation too, right? Whether you're bouncing the Twins themselves, or maybe you're bouncing a non-creature permanent. Okay, another chance at a patch play thing, but I don't think that's what we want. I think Tunnel Surveyor and Underwater Tunnel are probably both better. And given the double Fear of Isolation, it feels like the Tunnel may be a little bit ahead of the Surveyor here. Our first room as well. Apparition, another red-white land for fixing. There are some decks where I do not mind running the Apparition, but those are usually decks that have ways to consistently level up the Apparition, whether it be, Glimmer Posts or Scavengers, that type of thing. Second Unable Scream's great. I don't mind Don't Make a Sound, but generally it's one of the cards that I would be earliest to cut here. I'd sooner run Get Out or even the Twist Reality. I think those are both better. Oh, nice. Did wheel one of the Meat Lockers. That's beautiful. Okay. So Glimmer Posts, or whatever they're called. Nope, second Meat Locker wheeling, though. Glimmer Lights, not Glimmer Posts. Glimmer Posts are the lands, aren't they? Wheeled the Crab. Unlikely to run Emerge, but I will take it over second Apparition just in case. Might not be running the Apparition here in the first place. All right, so for removal now, I have Screen, I have 2 Lockers, I have Slumber, I have 2 Screams. Yeah, we're looking pretty good. And wheeled the Tunnel Surveyor too. Very nice. Okay, and that's only pack 2. One more pack to go, and we are again opening another nice one. So we opened what? Hull Creeper, We've opened Overlord. We've opened the Scavenger. I lose a second trapped in the screen here, but that's okay. Gremlin Tamer, hello, hello, friend. Good to see ya. Nice to play. Entryway now is going to be the right pick over third locker, third Fear of Surveillance. Card is great with both Tamer and Scavenger. And I guess the Fear of Isolations. Stay Hidden versus what? Bunch of other playables. Creature count is 12 right now, plus some other ways to create creatures. I don't really need the Stay Hidden. I kind of want to take a second entryway here. I think that might be better. Higher synergy. Unless we draw our Scavenger, this deck goes really wide instead of really tall. It would be nice to pick up a Lionheart Glimmer here. I mean, I guess the Unsettling Twins is pretty cuttable. Since we have 2 Meat Lockers, I suppose I don't need 2 Glimmer Bursts for card draw since we have the double diner side of things. Cult Healer is probably cuttable. I guess the Fear of Surveillances are probably my worst. 2 drops. As we get, I think, just a Terramorphic here over a Land Cycler. Okay, there's a Glimmerlight. Did want to pick up one of those. Savior's not bad. Certainly. I guess this could actually be a pretty good Savior deck. We have a lot of good things to return. That's probably close, but I think I take the Glimmerlight. Wow. 7th pick Scavenger number 2, 7th pick Glimmer Seeker, and a Glimmerlight. Holy smoke, that was a stacked pick for us. Well, double Scavenger is going to be the nuts. I don't think we need any of these. Jeez. All of the juicy wheels. At this point, can I actually just cut like the underwater tunnel? My lord. With double Optimistic Scavenger, I almost want to run the Apparition now. Maybe over one of the Fear of Surveillances. I'm guessing the Fear of Isolations are going to be more like 3 drops, though, in this deck, right? Crazy good. Yeah, I mean, I think we just run it like this, or something very similar. Deck's great. I have high expectations for it. Do we want to go a little bit heavier on white because we have the 2 Scavengers? I think it's okay to go a little bit heavier on blue. Let's go to round 1 and see how we do. Okay, let's go round 1 fight. This is a very, very good opener hand. Jeez, turn 1 Scavenger, turn 2 Glimmer on the play. Kind of gross. Or I guess we go with Fear of Surveillance here. And start getting the surveils online. No, that ain't gonna cut it. Whew. Oh, this is kind of disgusting. And that, my friends, is some kind of game of Magic, huh? Wow, that is... You gotta feel a little bit bad, but, I mean, that's sometimes what blue-white can do, so... to be fair, if I were the opponent, I would have been very, very off it as well, I think. Alright, this is a much more reasonable opener for sure. I'm okay keeping this on the play. Though, I bet you if you told me, if you told me that I was supposed to mulligan a hand like this, I would believe you. Right, our deck is... I mean, it doesn't need the Scavenger on turn 1, but having something to do on turn 2 is, I guess, pretty important. But because we do have 2 Scavengers, it's not too hard to, like, snowball as well on a later turn, right? Like, obviously, turn 1 Scavenger is ideal, but going turn 4 Scavenger plus enchantments is still okay. Alright, another mirror match, color-wise. Yeah, let's just get the Cult Healer online. I mean, I already have the 5 mana to cast the Overlord. Sure. Fear of Isolation. Kind of an interesting turn here. Do I want to offer a double block? Do I want to just Meat Locker? I think I'm going to Meat Locker their Surveyor. And smack in for 3. Go a little bit greedy, aggressive. That's fine. Main phase Glimmer Burst so that they can attack with the Researcher. Oh, no, they're going to leave it back as a blocker. That's fine, too. I don't think I want to trade my healer for the Researcher. We find a Glimmerlight or one of our 2 Scavengers, you know. Alright, that's perfect. We would much rather them have an enchantment removal spell here, as that's going to allow us to Fear of Isolation it back. I have to be a little bit careful because they are super wide here. I think what I like doing is maybe Meat Lockering their other Surveyor now. and seeing if they want to trade with 3 tokens. I think I'm okay with that. And then we can turn off their researcher. I don't think I would make this line if I didn't have another Scream in hand, though, of course. But because we have the double diner, we just want to stabilize. Sit pretty, you know? I like seeing that. Question is, if they now pass with 3 mana open like this, am I running out Overlord? Probably not. Okay, but they're going to go ahead and open up. I think we actually do just want to draw lands here, and I'm going to once again pass. That way, if they once again deal with the Overlord, our Fear can block the Surveyor, or we can double block the Researcher. Nico, okay. They are attacking for 3. Yep, it's a good attack. Leaving up a blue, hopefully looking for their own Scream, I imagine. Alright, so let's attack for 8, get a trigger. There's some goodies. Scream the Nico, Hall Creeper, Surveyor. And remember, if we just draw like a land next turn, we still have Diners to activate. But currently they're dead on board to Flyers plus Creeper, so. Alright, we'll take it. Let's go. Wonder how many games further ahead than me number 2 or number 1 are. Alright. Boo. This looks like a keep, but it's a sad keep. 4th island off the top. Okay, that's a lot of land. We do have a lot of card draw, though. They're gonna drown my token. Interesting. Alright, blue-red rooms it is. Oh, muting doesn't stop this freaking fairy from flapping its wings? That's kind of annoying. And they're going to go ahead and just make a 2/2 flyer. I'm pretty happy to see that. Oh man, a scavenger would go so far here. That is not good. And they're leaving up Get Out, huh? Okay, that's really bad. There's the scavenger, but we're putting them on having a Get Out in their hand. I guess I still have to make the play, though. Oh, they didn't counter it if they have it. I don't think I want to go all in on the fear there, because I could have made it like a 5-5. So I would expect a Glassworks to hit the battlefield pretty shortly. We haven't given them a good Glassworks target yet, and now that the Scavenger's online, I think that's probably a high priority for them. Okay, cycle. Remember, their curiosity is each creature, so if they hit me here with both creatures, they get to draw 2 more cards. We're hoping they don't have a room to utilize this mana with, though, because that's currently off of the Smoky Lounge. I mean, if the Scavenger lives, we're in really good shape. Whoo-hoo, okay. Well, I don't know why they... I guess that makes sense. They have something else to do for like 5 mana. I hope they just unlock that and go grab another room. Damn it. Okay, so they're going to kill my Scavenger now. That's too bad. We would have gotten a ton of counters off of that thing. Okay. Good value bounce there. I'm going to equip the Fear with the Glimmerlight so they can't have a Scorching Dragonfire on it. Oh, Pyroclasm was potentially scary a little bit earlier. Yeah. Let's see it. Glassworks, there it is. Dang it. Oh, man. That curiosity is just wrecking us. There's just way too many cards. Brutal. Not a bad draw, but that's still brutal. I think I just locked down their bigger creature here and hope this works, even though I don't think it will. Oh, God. Okay. Yeah, their deck looks sick. They should be drawing cards first before doing any of that, but... I mean, technically I wasn't dead. I could drown Diner and find one of my Unable to Screams, but yeah, I was too far behind at that point. Okay, that was gross. Wonder what I could have done differently there. Maybe I should have sandbagged the Scavenger for a couple more turns. Okay, I'm going to keep this. We have a ton of blue sources in the deck, and this is still a good curve. High upside here, if they don't kill it immediately. Nice. I think we make 2/2/2s. And that way, if they kill one of my creatures, we can still offer a trade up. Okay, that's going to be a little bit annoying. Ugh. We really need to find a second blue source with this hand. Play versus draw advantage here looking brutal. Yeah. So I'm going to take 5 and they get to level up their role model. This game might be determined by me not playing the Expanse on turn 2 and grabbing a blue source. Realistically. I can go Fear of Isolation next turn, returning my island, and then playing the Meat Locker, though, which is kind of cute. Okay, that's fine. We're hoping they give that lifelink, because then the Unable to Scream will still get rid of those. If they add a counter to it, then it's still going to be a 1/3 after. Okay, found the blue source. That's good. I mean, they still have 4 cards in their hand. We're hoping that we get to use the diner here soon. That's also not a bad draw. I think I'm just going to go with board presence here. Keep them on their toes for now. Oh, right. I'm attacking my 1/1 into a 0/2. I guess they get a free block there. Sure. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm going to go a little bit greedy and burst here. Oh, nice. Okay, Gremlin Tamer is going to make that better anyways. Gremlin Tamer into a bunch of enchantments. Yeah, let's play a little bit conservatively now. Okay. Toby and a mountain. They don't have anywhere near enough tokens, thankfully, to make the Toby too scary. Okay. Jump and bounce. I could have double blocked the escort. I would have lost my fear. But they would have had to recast the savior. Oh my. Alright, this is spicy too. Alright, I just need like one more turn. Oh, that's actually really annoying on Toby. Okay, but they're hellbent now. Yeah, they're gonna give Savior of the Small indestructible. So I'm gonna have to finally block the hard. I should have blocked the hardened escort last turn with the fear of surveillance, probably. Two, three, eat. We need to trade with the escort. We need to chump. It's better to put 2/2/2s on that thing. Chump. I guess I don't need my scavenger anymore. Okay. I'm gonna take 5. I'm sure there was a better block here, but... So what they can do is they can exile their role model and recast it. And then they can use the savior to return either Toby or escort to their hand. But the escort will die this turn, and they cannot recast. So now I can Hall Creeper, copy Gremlin Tamer, and then make 1,000,000 tokens. Problem is that their damn defaced gallery is still hosing us a bit. Because it's giving all their team a buff, but... between Norn and Savior of the Small. This is very annoying. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, good. Only ones we need to really keep are the Gremlin Tamers. They can recast their role model, they can recast their Toby. But Savior dying is the big important thing here. I guess they could recast their Savior if they want to and make me continuously need to make blocks on it, but that eats up a lot of their mana. Yeah, it looks like they're just going to trade. All right, so they're going to play Role Model, Norin, and Toby this turn. But we get to activate the Diner, make 2 more Gremlin tokens. It might have been even better. Wow, they drew a split up? Wow, are you kidding? That's so annoying and so... What? That's unlucky for us. My god. Good game, yeah. What can you do? Damn. We just needed one more turn. Would have been hard to lose. Because then the following turn, our attack, or rather our blocks would be too good. Well, I must have thrown this somewhere as well, is my guess. Yeah, I mean, we have no good plays now. I definitely could have played that better. I don't know if it would have mattered in the long term, because the split up was eventually going to wreck me since I was on the defensive, but... Yikes. Ah, sick rip. Sick rip indeed. Ah, this deck's really good, but now we're on the brink of disaster. 2-2 now. I'm on the draw. We're going to keep this hand, but we really would like to find something to do on turn 2. That technically works, right? I can always just bounce the Scavenger if I want to. Oh, well, that works as well. Even better. Alright, well, this game's going to be over pretty quickly if they don't have anything now. Now let's just keep maximizing triggers here. Since they're missing lands, we just want to make sure they can't profitably attack with Cartographer. I lose a little bit of value, but this seems pretty good still. I should be double blocking the one with 3 counters on it. Yep. So I guess Damnation is what we want to fade. The special list card or whatever. I have to assume I made some bad mistakes in the previous game. All right. Yeah, if this deck does any worse than 4 wins, it'd be a travesty. But hey, it is possible. Again, I already have 2 losses, so... This hand is actually not that good. This is like a turn 3 impend the Overlord, I guess, or hope that I draw something to do on turn 2. I don't know. This is the type of hand that, again, I probably should be taking a mulligan because our deck is too good to keep a hand this, I guess, slow. Not weak, but slow. Okay. Yeah, not playing out to the board when our opponent has 1 drop, 2 drop pretty bad. They might hit me down to 13 in time for the campground to enter untapped, but I don't want to risk it. Okay, fungus is fine. Oof. Wow, we have just actually not hit anything. I guess I'm going to bounce my Overlord and pass. We can seize something on attacks. Okay. We go 2/2 plus Diner here. Tap down the 5/3. Starting to become stable. I don't know when I'm going to have time to unlock these drowned Diners, though, since we're a little bit behind. All right, maybe sack the Percussionist to kill my Surveillance? Sure. Hitting a beatdown's really annoying. So I have to hold open Seize from Slumber here. Might target the fungus. It's obvious what I have, but this is the only turn that they can do the... Oh man, that was so good for us. This is the only turn that they can do the beatdown, so... Wow, that was a huge, huge hit for us. Okay. Interesting. I'm wondering if I want to use a Diner here. think I do. Okay. I think I'm okay taking a little bit of damage this turn. Obviously getting lava axed isn't ideal, but I think it's fine. Beastie is also okay. Let's see. I have 7 mana. I think I'm going to pass here. Hold up Glimmerburst. Block the Razorkin with the Fear of Isolation. Or I guess just block it with the token now instead. I mean, the fungus is kind of hurting us, but... Damn it, another freaking beatdown. Okay, that was really bad. There's the Tamer, though, and that is huge. Now we're going to be able to pop off. Pop off and start attacking, as it were. So I have to be careful about something like a Waltz of Rage. I mean, they could be running a Pyroclasm, of course. If they attack with the Razorkin here, I easy triple block. Well, that's incredible too. So that thing has reach. If they don't blow this up, I can copy the Tamer. Yep, okay. Alright, Waltz of Rage and Pyroclasm are the things that are going to hose us, but... Most Valuable Slayer. Oh, that's a good one. Very, very much chumpable, but... Nice, let's go. I don't know. I don't want to durdle too long, you know, and give the opponent a chance to draw one of those cards. I needed to start attacking. I probably should have maybe gotten a little bit aggressive earlier, but... Ugh, I feel like this deck is like a 9 out of 10 and I'm playing at a 4 out of 10 level. There's just so many decisions to make. I should probably like take a little bit longer to think about like where my 1/1 counters go and stuff like that. I'm too much of an instinctual player. Hand's pretty good. So, where are we at with this hand, though? I think we lead on tap land. Slightly punished, I suppose. Not the biggest deal, though. I think playing out the Fear of Surveillance there wouldn't be terrible. I'm going to go for value over immediately getting the pressure online. Okay, that's not a kill spell. Nice. And they just get a land back. Ooh. Okay. I'm going to split up for starters. But now that gives us a really good bounce target for Fear of Isolation next turn. Okay, they went Terramorphic instead of untap land. Oh man, do they have a... They might have an Altenac in their deck, huh? Flytrap already pretty scary as well, but... Yeah, this is going to be brutal. I mean, if they had a Glassworks, I feel like they would have already used it. But, I mean, they might just be dead next turn, right? If they just play... Yeah. Flytrap with no other plays, they just die to the locker here. Okay, well, basically playing a game by ourselves, as our opponent really didn't do anything. Ay. Okay, 5 wins, 2 losses. Maybe we can take rank number 2 if I win the last 2 matches here, or hopefully last 2 matches. Hand's great. Not a Scavenger Insano draw, but Glimmer into some very quick action is always good. Oh, mirror match here. Gonna immediately exercise my... Okay. I think I'm fine with that. Ooh. Actually, I guess I don't need the Glimmer Burst in this hand. And with Scavenger, I think we'd rather have the entryway. We want to draw some planes. White source, please. We'll just get the Fear online. Since we only have 1 white source, I think it's greedy not to just try to pressure them and hope that I hurry up and find a white source. Because if I just go Scavenger pass, I mean, then they get to start attacking and doing stuff, you know? This way they kind of have to deal with the fear of isolation, and they still have to have a way to deal with the Overlord in a couple turns. Sheltered by ghosts. Okay. That's not great. I don't actually have too many ways to get rid of that. Because unable to scream simply just shrinks it. I guess since I drew the second scream, I'm okay doing it like this. Alright, our Overlord's going to come onto the battlefield. Well, it's already on the battlefield, but it's going to turn into a creature next turn. I have a Seized by Slumber. Do I have any other hard removal like that? I have a Seized by Slumber, and I have a Trapped in the Screen. Okay. Well, you have to imagine they have a removal spell, or they're going to hold a removal spell for Overlord. So, again, the question is, are they going to find an additional removal spell after that? Because maybe we just don't even care about the stocked Researcher if we start getting some fat creatures online, you know? Very happy I pitched that Glimmerburst now. Okay, they had a Seize, yeah. And again, they're using it on the Scavenger, which tells me they probably still have another one for the Overlord. So sick. I mean, a second white source is useful, but I don't want to draw it. Oh, okay. If it was a Meat Locker that they had for the Overlord, that isn't as bad. Ugh, I really don't want to scream a Fear of Isolation just yet. Okay, they're going to unlock their Diner. Ooh, still attacking, though. Oh my gosh. 3 planes surveilled into the graveyard, huh? Classic. Alright, Overlord untaps next turn. Ooh, man, that is desperation. I love to see that. They had that many cards in their hand, and they opted a Glimmer Burst there. Second Xer. Pass. I mean... if I scream their isolation, can I... no, I already have decent attacks here. So these pumps make it super awkward for them. Would make more sense for them to put the 4-3 and the 2-3 on the 5-5 if they're going to do this. Oh, but we will accept their decision wholeheartedly. Alright, I mean, if they have a Wrath, they have a Wrath. Split up Rexus. That ain't it. That ain't it. Alright, a bunch of chaff. I like seeing that. Wow, that was really good. Okay. Bounce. This is interesting, because putting a 1-1 counter is not bad, but I think drawing a card is better. Since we still have Unable to Scream to get rid of one of their creatures. Because they're going to need to find a removal here anyway, so I don't think putting 2 counters on the creeper was correct. Making another flyer might have... no. Okay, there's their scavenger, but that feels like it's a little too late, huh? Well, another flyer was good, though. Okay. That is quite nice. So now we do this to the Fear of Isolation. We pump up the Creeper, and now they have to block both of the Fear of Isolations with their flyers, so it's a chump, chump, take 2. That ain't gonna cut it. All right. Oh, okay. They gain a bunch of... they gain 7 life back with an attack, which they have to do. And they also get a flyer out of the deal. Okay, no, that was good. Oh, well, we just draw lethal then. Easy. Now remember, I binned a bunch of lands with Surveil, so Though we did draw pretty well, we did opt to not draw that second white source until much later. Okay, 6 and 2. Final one. Yeah. Trophy quality deck for sure. Hopefully I can make some trophy quality plays, because, again, I don't feel like I've played particularly well. Our deck is just so good, though. Okay. Opening hand. Tamer seems pretty nice. On the play at that. Versus a beastie. What you got? Monstrous? No, that sucks. Damn. Alright, that's too bad. Okay, green, blue makes sense with the threats. Oh. More than just green, blue. Lots of colors. I'm actually going to go ahead and do this now to use my mana up efficiently. We can Meat Locker a play this turn. Keep attacking. Shuffling their island back. Oh, okay. Well, that wasn't that bad. Bricking lands, not great. But they're also missing lands. Can't bottom that one as that draws 2. Oh, they're chumping. Whoa! They wanted Delirium, I guess? It's a bit confusing. Oh, hell, I'm just going to put the pressure on then if this is what they're going to do. Okay. Dumb game. Alright, I mean, that was a non-game. Both players missed, but our deck is just so good at being a low curve that we were able to still pressure. 7-2. Stuck on rank 3, but yeah, this deck was incredible. My play was a bit sloppy, but it didn't really matter. This is like a dream blue-white deck. 2 Scavengers, 2 Fear of Isolations. We have a Tamer, Creeper, Overlord, good interaction and synergies. So if I didn't get 7 wins with that, it would have been fully my fault. But we got there. Good stuff. Thanks for watching, friends. We'll see you back next time. Bye-bye.